capsule wardrobe for summer. I love dresses, and this season my wardrobe consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dresses, 1 pair of shorts, that's 8, and then a couple of tops. I've got this one that I have on, which is 3/4 length, so it's not terribly summery, and then this washable linen, and my 1 pair of sandals, which I am absolutely loving. I found these Okabashi sandals. I've been eyeing them online for quite a while, but I actually ran into them at my local Walgreens, and I decided to give them a shot, and oh my goodness, I absolutely love them. They've got arch support, and they're just simple. The ones I have on are called the Venice, which I love because it makes me think of European vacations, which I'm not taking. And they're just so pretty and feminine, and the best part about them is that you can throw them in the washing machine or the dishwasher. So I love knowing that they're sanitary and that they are never stinky because I can just wash them. I've also got a little summer jewelry ensemble going on. I've got this little tank watch that was my grandmother's that I do need to get repaired. It does not work, so I need to find someone who can work on old watches, but I just love how it looks, and I love that it doesn't give me a rash. Most watches do. I seem to have a nickel allergy and maybe even a stainless steel allergy. I've also got this Connemara marble cross that belonged to my other grandmother. My aunt just recently gave it to me, and I'm keeping it. I'm gonna give it to one of my little girls one day, but for now I'm enjoying wearing it. And then I have these little silver cuff earrings that belong to my great aunt who recently passed away. So I'm wearing them this summer. This is sort of my summer jewelry uniform in memory of her. She just passed away this past fall. I love to dress up and wear dresses, but they do have to be wash and wear. So everything I have is extremely washable, and I don't mind if it gets dirty, but I do love the feeling of wearing a dress in these hot Kentucky summers. I've just got this 1 pair of shorts for just every once in a while when, for whatever reason, a dress or skirt isn't gonna cut it. But mostly I just love wearing dress. I think they're the best thing. They're the easiest thing. It's the quickest way to get dressed. This summer has been so effortless with just throwing a dress on and slipping on my little sandals. The only thing I have to worry about really is making sure that my toes look nice. So here are my shorts. I got these at Goodwill a while back. They're Banana Republic, and I really like them because they're kind of dressy, even though they're shorts. I guess I just like dressing up. This is a Bowden dress that's several years old. It's really fun. It's got these like china plates on it. I love wearing blue. Almost all of my clothes are blue, I'm starting to realize. This is probably my dressiest dress, and I tend to wear it more to dress up. I think of the full skirt, but it's really just as wash and wear as anything. And I've had this Bowden one for a long time too. Cotton, and it's my pink one. I have 2 pink ones. This is another Bowden dress that I've had forever with little ferns on it, again in blue. And this is a J. Crew dress, and then this is another, I think it's Bowden. I've also had it forever. And I got this recently used at Goodwill, this J. Crew white one. I love it. And then I forgot about this top too. I guess this goes in my extras category. I've got this one sleeveless top, and I love these 2 blue prints together. I love prints, and I love color, and I love mixing and matching. And I just wanted to show you how I just go about my daily tasks wearing this stuff. Here I am in my laundry room, switching the loads for the millionth time. And my little girl brought me a little bouquet of wildflowers from outside. So I thanked her and laid it down. I really like to get dressed for the day and be wearing something that could just take me anywhere. When I had much younger children, I spent a lot of time in yoga pants and not getting dressed for the day, and I really like the feeling of forcing myself to get into clothes that I could wear if I had to go out at a moment's notice, even if I'm not going anywhere. It just makes me feel good. Recently, I sewed myself a new apron because that's another part of feeling good for me is having, well, first of all, protecting my clothes, and then all my aprons were getting really ratty and I was starting to feel kind of down at heel, but I really like having a nice, clean, pretty apron. So I finally got around to sewing it. I've had the fabric for a really long time, and it's great. I wear my apron to do pretty much everything except laundry. It's just a long-standing habit of mine. Searing a roast for dinner, definitely gonna put my apron on for that one. And then another thing I try to do daily is make our bed. It's just feels so good to get into a made up bed at night. So I spend a couple minutes every day doing that and just sort of tidying up my dressing table area. Our house is really old fashioned, so we don't have any space in our bathrooms for like vanity stuff. So I have this vanity right in my room, and that's where I apply all my makeup and everything, really. I sewed an apron in the same material for my sister-in-law because I had leftover, and I just think every woman loves to have a pretty apron. I sewed some aprons for my little girls too, and here we are washing some of our garden produce to make some yummy gazpacho, which is my favorite dish of the summer. I love it so much, and I'll try to remember to link the new recipe I've been using down below. It's a really good one if you'd like to try it. It's a cold tomato soup, but it just tastes like a salad. Every morning I try to make my bed and get dressed and then just have a minute where I just wash my face with some warm water, wake up, take a minute, get ready to face the day, whatever it's going to bring, but really just take care of myself first so I'm feeling my best. And I find that helps me deal or cope with whatever is going to happen during the day better if I know that I'm dressed and my bed's made and my teeth are brushed and my makeup is on. It just takes about 10 minutes or so, but it makes all the difference in the world. Maybe 15 if you count making the bed. I don't wash my hair every day, but if I don't wash it, I spray my curls with a little water just to reactivate the gel product that's already in my hair, stop it from getting frizzy. I try to follow the Curly Girl method, which is a book I read years ago by Lorraine Massey. It's a great resource if you have wavy or curly hair. She's got all kinds of ideas for how to take care of it. And then I sit down, after I wash my face, brush my teeth, do my hair, I pull it back and I sit down at my little vanity and put on my makeup. I always wear some SPF, light moisturizer because my skin is very fair. And then I just go from there. I try to do I think it takes me about 7 minutes to do my makeup, 5 if I'm really rushing. But I like to just take the time, and this year I bought some nice brushes too, which I've never had before, and if I have time, I'll go out on the front porch with my coffee, read a book, or look at my phone. I've been shopping for some things we need on Facebook Marketplace recently, so I feel like I've been a little more attached to my phone than I'd like to be, but that's the way it is when you're looking for something. And then I went out to check and see if any of our tomatoes had ripened. This year we're letting them climb up this, I can't remember what it is. It's some kind of livestock fencing that my husband put up, and it's great for the tomatoes. It's working much better than the little stakes that we used to have. So my little girl and I went out to just check and see what we had this morning. I think we had picked everything pretty well yesterday, and there wasn't much that was ripe today. Our garden is doing wonderfully this year, and so are the weeds. It's hard to get out there and and keep them under control, but we're keeping them at bay, even if they're not completely controlled. We don't really use pesticides in our garden, or herbicides, I guess. So they tend to get pretty healthy, but it's really fun to go out there in the morning. This isn't in my 10 items, but I guess it's extras. This is my painting uniform that I've developed. It's an old dress and a little red, I think it's a child's apron, and I just keep this handy at all times. Right now I'm painting the trim in my boys' room, and I'm just trying to do a little bit at a time. So today I did one window, and I did their fireplace mantle for like 30 minutes, and then I was done. But so I just slip in and out of these painting clothes, and I wrap my paintbrush in plastic and store it in the refrigerator in between times. And I have found that way I can sort of work in a little bit of painting to a busy day of needing to do other things. And slowly over time, it all seems to get done. Having a set uniform for what I'm going to wear when I'm painting has been a big part of that. So I always have this ready and waiting, and I like the colors, and even though it's all grubby and painty, I still like how I feel when I'm wearing it. It feels like my work clothes, and it's still a dress. So I guess I just love dresses. And I also enjoy painting. It's probably one of my favorite projects. When we bought this house, I had never painted anything, and I've lost track of how many rooms I've painted now, and I've really come to enjoy it. This house has taught me so much. My youngest is always the first one up in the morning, and so she and we have this nice little time together where we can sit at our cafe, that we call it, in our kitchen and have our breakfast together. Today I made her some apples with peanut butter, which she loves, and I drank my coffee. I cannot start my day without it. And here I am. I found this in my mother-in-law's basement. She has a vintage buffer, and I cleaned it up, and it still works perfectly. I'm just trying it out here, so stay tuned. In a future video, I'm doing all this research about how to use it to polish my floors, my wood floors, and also we have some VCT tile in our house that really needs this kind of care. So I was really excited to find this thing, and it's so cute. It's like this blue colors, really 1950s, absolutely adorable. So I was just having some fun experimenting with it, still doing research to see exactly what to do. And then I decided to just sit in probably my favorite nook in the house and just read a little bit. This is my interior design handbook by Frida Ramstedt. She's a Swedish blogger, and she's got this fantastic book. I'm just slowly working my way through it, and I get lots of ideas from it. I had a quiet moment. For some reason, all the kids were off doing something else, and I just got to sit here and read. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope it gave you some ideas about how you could just go or wear dresses in your day-to-day life and not even necessarily need that many. I love doing a 10-item capsule wardrobe for every season. It makes it so simple and effortless to get dressed. And I am especially loving only using one pair of shoes this summer, my Okabashi sandals. They really do go everywhere. I'm about to go swimming with the kids, and they're the perfect pool shoes. I think they also look great dressed up for more formal occasions as well. I have a code and a link for 15% off if you're interested in trying these shoes out. They're made in the USA in Buford, Georgia, and they're dishwasher safe. And when you're done with them, you can return them to the company, and they'll give you 15% off your next pair. So I think it's a really cool little company, and I'm really enjoying their shoes this summer. Please subscribe to my channel for more content about secondhand clothes, vintage clothes, 10-item capsule wardrobes, interior design on a dime, and DIY projects. And stay tuned for my floor video. I'm excited about that. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.